Hi everybody, welcome to Three Guys, One Movie, and today we're going to be talking about Black Panther. I'm Mitch.
I'm Angus.
I'm Zach.
And so, what did you guys think about Black Panther, Marvel's newest billion-dollar movie?
Best black superhero movie I've seen since Steel.
Mm-hmm.
Top quality shit. No, it's I enjoyed it, but I have issues with it.
Yeah, me too.
There's a lot of stuff I like about it, but I do think there's a lot of stuff people are, I guess, glazing over when talking about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people are being much nicer to this movie than they would to a lot of other movies.
Yeah, I liked it. It was good. I guess I was a little disappointed.
Yeah.
In the sense that I'm a big Ryan Coogler fan.
Same.
I love Fruitvale Station.
Creed and Fruitvale Station are fantastic.
I love Creed. Creed's my favorite Rocky movie. And Fruitvale Station is a masterpiece. I love that movie. And I was hoping that it would have his kind of stamp on it, like James Gunn with Guardians. Like, you can tell watching that movie.
Oh, for sure.
It's definitely, like, it's a Marvel movie, but it's definitely a James Gunn movie as well.
Yeah.
And I was hoping for that, but I personally didn't think there was. I just felt more just like a Marvel movie, which isn't a bad thing. I like the Marvel movies, but I was hoping for a bit more.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I am too. I enjoyed it, but I guess I wanted more.
I'm a little bit biased, I know, because I'm a Marvel fanboy. I fucking love this movie. I thought it was amazing. I thought that the creation of Wakanda and the world that takes place in is insane. Now, I could understand why people would have a little bit of an issue with the storyline, but it's really, really well done, the visuals. I mean, there are some CGI issues with the fighting scene between Panther and Killmonger.
And to be fair, they had behind the scenes troubles with like underpaid artists and stuff. So
Yeah,
it kind of shows.
I mean, it gets goofy when you have an entire bodysuit on someone that is skin tight. It's kind of hard to animate that to look very human-like. But no, I really like the movie because I think that it really did a good job on T'Chilla's like character development as a king, as a ruler. I think that some of the other characters were a little undeveloped, and Angus thinks that too.
I think, there's a lot of issues with character development. Just in terms of, there's a lot of characters where I couldn't tell you more than one detail about them other than what their job is. Like, I genuinely, the only characters that I can think of anything for are, like, the villain, Killmonger. Yeah. He's got a little more to him, and then Shuri was really well written.
Mm-hmm. You kind of already knew stuff about T'Chilla.
The rest of the cast is kind of just there.
I think in a universe so big as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's gonna start getting hard to create an entire like character development for every single character.
No, absolutely. Because I feel like you mentioned Guardians earlier. Guardians balanced its character development better than a lot of Marvel. Considering how big the cast is, that one has 6 main characters, I guess, if you include Yondu too.
Yeah, and then now with Mantis,
and they managed to develop all of them within one movie. You understand all of them, and I felt this movie only managed to do like 2, questionably 3, where it like developed them pretty well. And I was like, you guys have done this better before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, one thing I did like about it too with T'Challa's character, I liked that this wasn't just a Marvel origin movie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They got that out of the way with Civil War, so now it's just like developing him as a king.
I also
like that.
Credit where credit's due. This one's not purely existing to build a universe. It's actually a story.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Marvel movies, I that's my one issue I always have, and like Thor: The Dark World's probably the biggest example, where it just feels like a bridge between 2 movies, and I liked that this just felt like a movie instead of a bridge to the next movie. Even though there's elements of it that are dropped along. They always do that.
You don't have to see other movies.
But this one functions on its own a lot
maybe
better than most of the
whole
other ones.
claw thing. You'd have to see Avengers.
I know Ultron
because
he's such a different character in this.
But sort of.
Mainly just to see, like, well, why the fuck does he have a laser arm? Oh, he got it chopped off. Okay.
Yeah. But technically, during Age of Ultron was when they were stealing. Like, I mean, he was stealing. I
thought it was afterwards.
Like, I don't. That's something I should probably look up.
Wasn't it with his dad?
It's different than the comic books.
Because with T'Challa's dad, didn't he do it when he was king? He was a Black Panther?
Yeah, I think so. But, I mean, technically T'Challa's been the Black Panther. That's another weird thing, though. He's the Black Panther longer than, before he was even king. And he's supposed to be Black Panther right after he's king. Like, he puts this, and like, if we're going back to Civil War, after his dad dies, he immediately puts on the Black Panther suit.
Yeah.
And, like, technically you're not supposed to be a Black Panther until you are the king, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of a weird loophole thing that I never thought about.
I saw it as just like, I'm gonna kill Bucky Barnes because he killed my dad.
Yeah, I know. And that's what they wanted to be. No, I mean, going back to Black Panther, there's, like, Killmonger, I think, is one of the better MCU villains they've done in a long time. I really liked his origin story. I liked how he got back to Wakanda by killing Claw and dropping
Can I actually... we mentioned him a while ago, and you just mentioned him again, but Claw, I really liked in this movie,
too.
and I really wanted him to be in it more. I feel like he's underused, like, to an extent that... I know it's not the popular opinion, because all anyone talks about this movie is Killmonger, but the scenes that had Claw in them were the most entertaining scenes in the entire movie to me. The sequence at the casino is the best sequence in the whole movie. Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I wanted out of this movie. That was the scene where I was like, oh shit, this is what people were talking about. This is great. Mm-hmm. And like that whole joke about I made it rain when he blew up a poker table. Yeah. Like that was the kind of shit I was like, okay, that's that's
the
funny.
MCU has made a habit of killing off the villains in every movie.
And I remember I was so disappointed when that happened because I was like, oh, I liked him though.
Because they killed off both Claw and Killmonger.
Because he was one of the most, like, Killmonger, I guess, had to die for the sake of the plot. But Claw almost felt like...
He was a useless killer.
Yeah, like, his character I almost feel like could have been in another movie and been the main villain, and it would have been fine, because he was a very entertaining villain.
They could have made him, have him ran off and then show up later.
He's almost
in
a
the
character I would have loved the Guardians to run into. Just because he'd play off of them well.
He'd play off with Star-Lord really well, Mm-hmm. Well, another thing, like, with, like, the MCU killing off their villains, like, they do kill them off, but they do sometimes tend to stick with the storyline in the comic books. Yeah. Like, technically, Killmonger could come back, because there's a storyline in the comic books where a villain finds his body at sea and then brings him back to life.
You were going to say Bill and Ted for a second.
So, that's comics, that's the comics, but they did do the line at the end where he says, "Bury me at sea."
Yeah.
So they're kind of tying that in, which was a very, very, very good line. I thought.
Yeah. But to add, I didn't mean like, oh, it's just comics, whatever. I meant like, it's comics in the sense that everybody fucking dies in comics and they just bring them back.
That's
everybody
the thing. Like,
does that. It's heroes, villains, everybody dies and then they'll find a way to bring them back.
It's not an MCU thing. It's not a DC thing. It's a superhero thing. That they'll kill every hero off eventually and somehow find a way to bring him back.
Oh, for sure.
So, but the MCU, like James Gunn said, killing off Yondu, he's like, he's not back. He's not coming back. So, which is a bummer. Yeah. What else?
Michael B. Jordan, though. I just want, like, Killmonger was a good character and stuff, but Michael B. Jordan is
fantastic
great in that
actor.
I love him in that movie.
Fantastic actor.
Yeah, go look up more of his movies if you haven't seen a lot.
Yes. He works with the same director a lot.
Yeah. Well, he's been in all three.
Yeah.
Coogler likes him.
Coogler.
They work well together.
He's got a lot of charisma.
Yeah. Here's another thing. Do you guys think that he'll get the sequel to this movie?
Coogler? Yeah, for sure.
I could see that, yeah.
I don't know why they would give it to
But there
has
been MCU films where they, like...
No,
like,
but
every Thor movie has been directed by a different director.
I feel like based on the success of this one, they're going to want it to be him again.
Okay,
sure.
Well, I want it to be him again. I think they should give him more free range.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things that had issues with it is because I could totally tell it was the studio saying, follow this guideline.
I guess that's the one aspect that, like, I in terms of what I was disappointed with it being Coogler and everything, was Coogler's able to very easily create an emotional film. If you look at Creed or Fruitvale Station, they're very impactful, and I didn't find this one to have any sort of impact whatsoever.
No, not really.
Like there's a little bit of sympathy towards the end for the villain.
I have sympathy for Killmonger.
But it was never enough where I was, like, totally 100%, like, totally invested in this, and it was, like, tugging at my heartstrings kind of thing. Yeah. But, like, whereas Creed and Fruitvale Station, you totally, I guess if they do a sequel, I'd like them to sort of get to that kind of territory. If they can actually make a superhero movie that's legitimately emotionally effective in the way that, like, Logan was, if they can pull that off with this movie, that would be awesome.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree.
Well, I think that's one of the things, is they're trying to be really hard, like light.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I do think it's one of the darker films.
It's one of the darker films. Yeah. It's got a more darker, like, storyline to the fact that Killmonger wants to kill everybody in the world.
And in the sense in how...
Well, but he wants to justify it with him protecting his own people.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which, that is redeemable at the end.
Somewhat.
By Black Panther saying, no, like, we can all work together, and we can, like, instead of, like, coming out of where, you know, Wakanda's being hidden, coming out and, like, attacking the world, we'll come out and we'll help the world.
Yeah.
And that was the redeeming, and then Killmonger is basically like, kill me, I'm not coming back, I don't want to be saved, like, blah, blah, blah. So that part kind of tugged a little bit. I actually teared up at that part.
Fair enough.
But I could see where you guys were like, it didn't create an emotional thing throughout the entire film for you guys. But
I've definitely felt sympathy, but like nothing to the extent.
There's
of,
been
like,
other Marvel films where I've gotten way more like into. But Avengers: Infinity War might make some wet eyes in the film in the theater. I don't know. Yeah. So rating on the film? We do a rating?
I mean, I guess I'll go first because I feel like I'm probably the least enthusiastic about this movie.
Okay.
But I guess I wish there was more character development with people. I wish some of the visuals were handled better. I wish the final fight wasn't so disappointing.
Yeah.
Because it kind of just happens, and there's big CG rhinos and stuff, but it was like...
The rhinos were cool.
After the casino scene, it kind of felt like the movie blew its load.
But I like how each tribe has a different animal.
I never felt that he was in any danger either, like at the end of the fight.
I didn't believe that at all. Because they showed that thing about him impacting the suit and then being
exactly.
like... And he never does that again.
He literally gets shot point blank, and it's just... I was like, okay. And it's like, he's getting thrown around. It's like, oh, it's like...
But you know that the metal is indestructible.
Well, exactly. But it never creates any suspense or danger in the scene. It's just very much like, oh...
Well, that's kind
vibranium.
of cool. Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, like overall, I enjoyed it, but I think there's a lot of issues to it, and like I do want to watch it again and see how it holds up. Maybe my rating will go up, but for now, I'm at a 6.5.
Okay.
What about you, Zach?
I'm at a 7. It was good. I wanted more from it.
Yeah.
But overall, I did enjoy it.
I gave this a Marvel fanboy 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
Yeah, I was at 10 out of 10,
okay.
But there are issues with the film that I've slowly started to sit with. I'm probably, I don't know, it's going to fluctuate between 9 and 10. I don't want to give it a 10 out of 10 just because it's a Marvel film, and that's kind of like when I walked out, I was like, 10 out of 10, it's a Marvel film, you know? Like
it's the hype.
The hype, right? But I think over time it's gone down to a 9.
Fair enough.
Which is fair, I think, to me. But I think that it was overall a really good film. There's a lot of issues with any good film. But hopefully we'll see that change in the sequel.
Yeah.
Much like Paul Blart Mall Comics, it was a much better sequel. Paul Blart Mall.
Sync it up to Park Side of the Moon.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Blart Side of the Moon. Anyway, follow us all on Twitter, social media, all that stuff. We'll have it tagged down below. And leave any comments or tweet directly at us if you have any like review suggestions for the future. Because we'll totally look at stuff that people suggest. We'll
watch things that you suggest and we'll review them.
Yeah.
See you later.